The FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour has come to China as the world's best players duke it out, looking to take down their opposition in a bid for glory. Up next, live action from the men's event, right here in Fuzhou. Hello and welcome to Centre Court for live coverage of the Fuzhou Open bronze medal match. As Spain's Adrian Guevara and Pablo Herrera, seeded 5, take on Alexander Samoilovs and Yanis Smedins from Latvia, seeded 4. The draw went like this today, and as a result, these two teams failing to make the final now have to battle it out for that bronze medal. Only one team will be on the podium in what are overcast conditions here on Centre Court. There has been a little bit of rain actually since the semi-finals, hence a few of the crowd with their protective gear on. Teams have just finished their warm-up and have taken to their seats ahead of their formal introduction for this one. As you can see, the clouds are out in force, but it certainly won't distract from the action on court. And the fans are eager to see some world-class beach volleyball, and there's no reason why they shouldn't get it. Both these teams play some excellent beach volleyball. Pablo Herrera, 33 years of age, a silver medalist from the Olympic Games in Athens, having just won at that particular time the World Junior Championships. Really did explode onto the scene. That was then. No, this is now. There's a chance of a bronze medal, but he's going to have to play well. Time then to meet the referees today, and the first official from China is Wang Liujun. And he'll be ably assisted from the sand by Bi Nan. First glimpse of Spain. Herrera, the 33-year-old, wearing the #1 top. Adrian Guevara wearing the #2 top. So out comes Pablo Herrera. He has 4 World Tour wins, $621,000 in prize money. 16 seasons on tour now, 141 tournaments. He's been there and he's done it, hasn't he? And he's looking to do it again with a trip to Rio, hopefully, at the Olympic Games, along with his playing partner Adrian Guevara, 28-year-old from Tenerife. 2 career wins, $471,000 in prize money. Alexander Samoilovs in the #1 top for Latvia, the Lion King, as he was christened, I think, back in Beijing, actually, by the on-court announcer there. Decided he looked like the Lion King, and that was a nickname that stuck. His playing partner Yanis Smedins, the lefty from Kuldiga. For those of you that remember, he looks a little bit like Doogie Howser, which was an American series a few years ago, where the principal character looked like him but was a teenage doctor or a teenage genius. Certainly Smedins is a genius on the court when he gets it right. Well, who is going to come out on top today in this best-of-3 set match? We will find out. Spain it is in red serving, Latvia in yellow receiving. This the bronze medal match from the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Tour Fuzhou Open here in China, and a scramble for Samoilovs, and equally a scramble for Guevara, but it's Latvia who have the point and the side out just. Good dig, but that one is not going to go anywhere near Samoilov's to go and chase after it. These two teams know each other extremely well. They've played each other on 8 previous occasions, going back to 2013, the Long Beach Grand Slam. Then there was the CEV Beach Championships, the gold medal match, in fact, when Herrera Guevara beats Samoilovs and Smedins in straight sets to take gold. They played each other again the following year in the semi-finals, and that time Samoilovs and Smedins got the better of Guevara Herrera. This, though, is the first time they played each other for a medal on the World Tour. Samoilovs and Smedins have the last victory to date. That, again, happened to be at the CEV Beach Volleyball European Championships in the quarter-final stage. That time, Samoilovs Smedins winning 21-18, 24-22. So we can expect this to be a close one. That one just wide of the baseline. Smedins thinks it's in. The lines judge says it's out, and in fact, the first ref says, oh, it's in. So Smedins has to apologise to the ref because he got a little bit animated. That baseline's a little bit sandy, isn't it? And perhaps just caught the lines judge by surprise. No complaints from Spain. Latvia leading 4-2. That's a little tight, but a fast arm from Herrera deals with it. And when I said it's a little tight to the net, it was getting to within Samoilov's blocking range, and he wasn't that far away from it, was he? But he could have been a mile away for all it mattered in the end. Smedins couldn't make the dig. Oh, great touch. Awesome play, and it's going to stay in. Spain play it. Herrera not sure. Oh, magnificent. Really good rally to get this bronze medal match going. And, well, Smedins doesn't look too happy. Just a slight overstretch of the shoulder as he went after it. Really good pickup, that one, wasn't it? And again from Smedins, full stretch. Herrera got no call, decided to play it. And then it was a good use of the block, and Smedins almost had that one. Smedins is fine as he goes over on 2. So a few errors just creeping in at the moment. Some patches of brilliance from both sides, but the consistency not quite there at the moment. Herrera. Oh, ace serve, was it? Oh, no, just long. Well, first glimpse that I thought it was in. Just as well they have lines judges and don't rely on us commentators to decide whether the ball's in or out. Although that one clearly was, wasn't it, out. Oh, that looked like a bit of a double touch on the set. Play continues. Spain don't even worry about it. They make an unforced error. Always difficult, Herrera not able to see the net turning into the swing. Panged, absolutely snotted that one, did Herrera. A couple of times now they've gone behind and sent him over on the right-hand side. Herrera normally hits from the left. Samoilov makes the break, wishes he hadn't now. Samoilov's. Easy ball for Herrera to pass. Good dig by Samoilov's. Bit of joust here, will it? Not quite. It's a block from Smedins. Well, Herrera perhaps thought that Smedins might try and get his hands on that. Didn't go up and swing hard on the ball. And in the end, just put it straight into the block, didn't he? Looks like line blocks being signalled by Smedins. Samoilov's then will sit cross-court. Will certainly protect that cross-court angle, which he does. And the ball a little too far to the line, so much so it doesn't make it. And Latvia now with a 4-point lead. Spain have called the timeout. Oh, what a serve that is from Samoilov's. A little 1-foot floater. Looked harmless enough, didn't it? Landed like a butterfly with sore feet on the sand. That's how hard it wasn't hit, but somehow it comes up as an ace serve for Latvia, and the pressure now really piling on to Spain. That one will go wide. Well, it's all going well for Samoilov's and Smedins right now. Well, Herrera snatched that. If he'd have waited for that to come into the net, he probably would have been able to play it, but realised only a little bit too late. So as we hit the technical timeout, Latvia in the lead here in this bronze medal match. You see Herrera reacted instead of waiting for it to come off the net. Oh, it's a good try again. Desperate attempt for Spain. But it's another point that goes the way of Latvia. That was a cruel touch, really, just going away from Gavira as it went up Herrera's hand. Good up. And another good dig. That one will go wide. So Spain hitting harder. Back to within 3 points. Samoilovs gets the block out off Herrera. Well, that was an easy lead for Gavira. Smedins with a miss hit. Gavira reaching into the cross court, but he couldn't get enough of his arms across the net to get into Latvia's airspace to send the ball straight down. Good play. The ball hit the net, not the hands, but it's an unforced error from Herrera, who gives himself a good talking to. Well, that was too easy that time for Herrera. Samoilovs was often running to the line and made up Herrera's mind for him. Good up. Chance for Samoilovs. Smedins takes it himself, though, and that chance goes begging as he tries to put the ball away. So Latvia call the timeout. Spain back to within a couple of points, making this first set interesting. It looked to be a little bit of a formality, didn't it, earlier on? However, Latvia have got themselves back into it. Or rather, Spain have got themselves back into it. Latvia allowed them to get back into it, which is why they've called the timeout. Sometimes you can hear what they say, sometimes we don't get that luxury. For Latvia, they weren't saying anything, were they? Just taking on the fluids, getting themselves ready. There are a few black clouds, aren't there, threatening to make themselves known here on centre court. We hope that they just blow past. An ominous sky. Who is it looking ominous for on court? Gavira with the serve. So Latvia get the side out. Oh, good swing from Herrera. Unloading cross-court, too quick for Smedins, too good for Samoilovs to deal with. Well, that's been Spain's problem. Every time they've come up with a good play, they haven't been able to back it up from the serving line. And have just taken all that pressure off of Latvia as a result. Smedins couldn't stay out of the net. Spain reeling in a big fish with that play. Well played by Samoilovs. Great block from him, and the first set goes the way of Latvia. They have 1 foot on the podium. Nowhere really that Spain could go. Samoilovs sealing the line and reaching into the cross court. Excellent block. Set 2 underway, Latvia with the serve. Spain looking for side out. And they'll get it because Samoilovs touched the net, although he can't quite believe it. And maybe it was just his shirt. There is one part of his body that can touch the net and it wouldn't be a fault, and that would be his long locks. If your hair touches the net, that doesn't count. Just taken out, but it was taken out by the block touch. So Latvia have the ball back. Pretty simple side out. So both teams kind of biding their time at the moment. Perhaps waiting for the opportunity to pounce. There's another net touch against Latvia, which Samoilovs isn't happy about. Slightly out of picture, he's having a bit of a rant. Smedin's getting involved. Gavira with the serve. Oh, great pickup. Oh, and a brilliant read. Got to finish it. Does finish it. Excellent point from Spain. That's classic beach volleyball. Brilliant read. He's up quickly, gets back as well, so he can come in and have a swing if he needed it. Saw the cross court was available and gets the point. Samoilovs pounds the line. Herrera with the power. Well, Gavira gave up a little too much line on that one. Great block from Herrera. Ace serve from Spain. Well, they're taking this second set now by the scruff of the neck, aren't they? A block followed up with an ace serve. Latvia don't have an answer at the moment. Plenty of power from Smedins. Too much for Gavira to deal with. Again, Samoilovs is often running before the ball has been played. That's all very well if he can see where it's being played to, but it does look like he's guessing a little bit. This time Herrera can only stand and stare as the ball is put down. Although Spain won't be too worried. They're siding out well. They've picked up a couple of points from their block defence. Plus the ace serve as well. So the second set is all good at the moment for Spain. Well, it's well watched by Herrera, waiting for it to hit the bottom of the net, then played it up. But Samoilovs pounced and denied Gavira. Latvia back to within one. Smedins has a long look at that sideline. He left it because he thought it was going wide. A delay on the swing from Samoilovs, holding Spain in the cross court. Spain then with the serve. Oh, lovely play from Herrera. And he makes the gaiter work for him. I don't think he had much choice. He was going to hit him in the face. Threw his hands at the ball. And come up with a lucky play. That means Spain lead by 3. Oh, well done from Samoilovs, got out of the way. Didn't want to get tooled by the Spanish attack. And just like that, Latvia got back to within a point. So it's not quite so much plain sailing now for Spain as we hit the technical timeout. Yanis Smedins will get the ball rolling, quite literally, for Latvia. Just one back now. Although Herrera sets Spain on the right path towards second set victory. Not quite looking so easy as it was, though, for Spain. Oh, what a serve that was. Samoilov's really unsure about what to do, whether to pass it, whether not to pass it, whether it was for him, whether it wasn't for him. It goes down as an ace serve for Adrian Guevara. That one definitely was for Samoilovs, who makes a good pass. Good covering by Smedins. Excellent reactions by Herrera. But he can't finish it. Whoa, just rallies that have been really, really good and haven't been able to have been finished off in style, have they? Just the odd error here or there, which is, I'd say slightly tainted, but just taking the edge off what have been some super rallies. Oh, what a serve from Samoilovs. He put one deep into the corner in the first set. He's put one short into the middle here in the second, both off that 1 foot float serve, both of which have scored points. And Latvia come back yet again. Some worried looks for the Spanish players. And Samoilovs once again, if only he would hold his ground and wait. He would have played that last one. He's off and he's gone, so it's easy. Herrera can see where he's going and plays the ball the other way. Hard, heavy hit from Samoilovs. Guevara just putting his hands up into the air, like he just don't care. Well, it's another serve that Herrera doesn't like when it's going across his body to his left. I saw that last week in Xiamen. That float serve over onto his left shoulder when he gets turned by the ball and he gets his back towards his playing partner. He struggles a little bit. All of which means Latvia now have drawn level. Oh, brilliant. Samoilovs was waiting, and then he just jumped right into the cross court, and he made an excellent block. You see him watch his shoulders here, watch as he goes up and then forces that. You can see from his hips, he's trying to jump into that cross court angle. Watch what he sets for that. Excellent play. Really good block. Well, it's going to stay in. Gavira goes again. Oh, brilliant. Another chance for Gavira. Third time lucky. Oh, not quite. Fourth time lucky. And indeed it is. And again, Samoilov's left his station too early. He couldn't force that blinking competition. And he was the one who ended up blinking first. If he'd have stayed where he was, it would have been another opportunity for Latvia to keep the ball in play. As it is, Spain get themselves off the hook, although they are behind now. Oh, not quite. Samoilov's not quick enough across the sand. But both these teams are playing some excellent volleyball, aren't they? Mid-rally. And Latvia have called the timeout. Samoilov's taking a few deep breaths. Perfectly placed by Samoilovs. So Spain get that ball put down. Herrera with the serve. I can tell you now the score that you're seeing on the screen isn't correct. It's currently Spain 17 and now Latvia 17. It is 17 apiece here, which is why Latvia had called the timeout previously. So you can ignore the graphic for the moment. Spain have 17 points, so too do Latvia. Oh, it's gone against Samoilovs. He was trying to force the referee to go with him, to say, no, 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 I didn't touch it last. But the referee was having none of it. And so it's Spain who edge in front now, 18-17. Gavira with a little quick jump serve and looking for that corner, but not quite finding it. If we get to 20-all, it's first to get too clear. We'll take the set. For those of you that follow the game, I know you know that. And apologies for reminding you of it, but for those perhaps new to this and watching, wondering how the rally or the set will end, that's how it will end. And there's no cap either, you keep going. until somebody gets too clear. Spain then. Now edge in front, 19-18. Another big swing from Samoilovs. He's trying to have a little word for the net, saying, come on, guys, reasonable digs. It's not putting this ball back over on one. Line block signalled then by Samoilovs. Smedins is going to sit in the cross-court zone, although he won't, not with a serve like that. That's a gift for Spain, and it's now set point for them. The rain beginning to come down now on centre court as the hoods go up. Big block from Herrera, and Spain take the second set. We're all square. We're heading into a decider. Huge roof from Herrera. Up, across, down it goes. But now it's going to be the first of 15 to see who will take a bronze medal here in Fuzhou. Referee with the captains to see who'll serve and who'll receive and who'll have which end. Confirmation of the score for you. Samoilov Smedins taking the opener to 17. Herrera Guevara bouncing back to take the second to 19. But who is going to take the decider? Slight delay at the moment. I don't think that's for any other reason than the allotted time between the sets as we have a look at some of the highlights from the match so far. So away we go with this deciding set here at the Fuzhou Open in this men's event to see who's going to take the bronze medal. This race to 15, it really is a throw of the dice, the deciding set. No technical timeout, teams change ends, multiples of 5. Both teams do have a timeout each available to them though, should they need it. Oh, brilliant pick. Oh, so unlucky. That was an amazing get from Yanis Smedins in this warm rain that is coming down here in Fuzhou. Well, the boys are complaining because the umbrellas have just been put down over their stuff, which is now getting soaking wet. So the umbrellas have now gone back up. And it's turning into monsoon weather here now. It really is bucketing it down, isn't it? Raining cats and dogs. There won't be much hand setting going on in these conditions. Oh, nice chase. That was a tricky one off the net. Samoilovs has a look, and he gets that off the block and out. So first end change. And the rain now seems to be easing off just a little bit. As we have a look at that swing again, off the block, out of play. Samoilovs just pointing to say, yeah, it come off his arms. So as the Clouds got darker and more ominous. The floodlights have come on now, illuminating this centre court. And Smedins gets his hand through the ball. Well, a couple of errors from Spain, and they are starting to implode a little bit here. 3 behind. Line blocks signalled by Samoilovs. Smedins with the serve. Well, he started in the cross and tried to move back towards the line, did Samoilovs. He got a touch, but only to take it further away from himself. That was earlier on. That wasn't the play we just watched. Well, Samoilov's just unloading on that one. So too, Herrera with his swing. Oh, nice reach from Adrian Guevara. Good hang time. And a good block. Well, after that early kind of wobble, Spain have got themselves back to within a point. And now they are back level. Samoilov's trying to hit past the block, but only finding it as solid as a rock. Well, Samoilovs is being tested, and he is not coming up with the answers, is he? Timeout called. Well, he did this in the semi-final, Samoilovs. He was playing okay, and then Dalhausser and Lucena went after him in the second set, and he gave up 3 or 4 points in a row, and that was the end of their challenge, really. They lost that 21-13. And they are starting to go down here, and you can see he's trying to justify what's going on. What is happening, though, is quite clearly it's raining, and that makes the conditions a little bit tricky. Oh, and that looked like a flash of lightning. Well, if we do get thunder and lightning, and the thunder and lightning is close enough, there may well be a delay in play, but they'll certainly be hoping that isn't the case. We did see that in Rio earlier this year. It was an evening game. There was a delay. It was in the halfway through the second set. Nice work by Gavira. Oh dear, that was so close, wasn't it? Adrian Gavira just thought it was going to be the cross-court cut shot. The block taking it back to where he was stood originally. He thinks it's going one way. That's a great touch, and then you can see where that one's supposed to go, but the block sends it back the other way. Spain hit the double figures first. Brilliant. Smedin's up and just pounding that ball. Still a very evenly poised game, this. But if Spain can keep siding out without any trouble, they could side their way out to victory. That one stays in play. Gavira this time. No block to deal with. And the ball off Samoilovs and out of play. That's a big point for Spain. They've managed to take one from their serve. Gavira getting everybody excited as he decided to go after that and then stopped halfway through. Well, that takes some skill and some courage, doesn't it? It's pouring with rain, the ball is soaking wet. And Herrera says, yeah, but I can still set. And so he did. Spain now 3 away from victory. That's too tight, surely. And a big net touch from Samoilovs as he goes with the pokey. Spain 2 away from victory. What can Latvia do, if anything, to turn it around? You can see Samoilovs brings the net down with him. Before the ball had hit the floor, in fact. Oh, that was unlucky. Gavira made a great block, kind of stuck in his arms. It looked like he was going to bring it back. Well, unfortunately for him, it hit the underside of the top of the net. And went straight down. So, Latvia get the ball back. They're 2 behind. Smedins, has he got something from serve he can bring? Something to make it difficult for Spain. No, not really is the answer, and it's now match point for Herrera and Gavira. Pressure firmly on Latvia here. They survive the first match point. Going to be Gavira for bronze, and he's done it. Down goes the ball. Herrera and Gavira take bronze in Fuzhou. on the podium once again. It's been a successful Asian campaign for Gavira Herrera. They took gold in Xiamen. They have a bronze here in Fuzhou. And as for Latvia, well, they don't make the podium. They get a 4th place finish. And that really was a war of attrition, wasn't it? Confirmation of the scores for you. 21-17, 21-19, 15-12 in the end for Herrera and Gavira. And in what is still very much a wet series of conditions here, the players are ready to have a chat with Jason Day, and we can find out what they have to say. We're just waiting for the camera to head down there. It's waiting to have a chat with them. We're all ready to go, just waiting for the cue. And oh, we'll have a look at the lights first. And the crowd, maybe. We'll get there eventually. We'll get the right camera in a minute, we hope. And then we can hear from them. They'll probably want to get off court pretty quickly. It's not getting any drier out there, is it? Well, a few technical difficulties, but hopefully now we can go down and hear from them. They're very patient, Herrera and Gavira, at the moment. And now the camera's pointing the wrong way altogether. But at least they're seeing the funny side of it, which is a good thing at the moment. But the poor old camera operator, as you can quite clearly see, is certainly not going to get any interviews with his camera facing that way. There we go. Maybe we can go now. We'll get there eventually. Surely we will. Or maybe not. Well, that's the beauty of live TV. You never know what's going to happen or when it's going to happen, and still we can't find the right camera. So, well, we may even not be able to get that interview, actually, if we run out of time, so I will put a caveat in. It's been a great game. They played superbly well, and they'll be very delighted with their bronze medal, having got their golds in Xiamen and building towards Rio. So if we don't get to hear from them, I just have to apologise as we get a view now of the practice court where the Americans are waiting to go. So it doesn't look like we're going to get that interview, unfortunately. So all that remains to be said is, I think, from myself, Clayton Lucas, I'll wrap up and leave you with the highlights.
A 靠边上，B